Welcome to French Blonde Travels. I'm Renee. I love lilacs, so I went to the park where they have a lilac grove and I smelled the flowers and just looked at their beauty. I just love lilacs, and they only last about 2 weeks every year, so you got to get in when you can. I just love the springtime when all the lilacs bloom. They only last a couple weeks, so you got to get to see them as soon as you can see them. So, thanks for coming back to watch my videos, guys. Um, I'm really appreciative of, your views and your comments and your questions. Speaking of questions, I know that I asked you guys to ask me questions. If you had questions, put them in the comments, and you did, and I appreciate that. And what I want to do is get a video together to answer those questions, maybe show you some of the items that you're asking questions about. I know someone asked about my solar lights that I had on the visor, and somebody asked about my baskets and um, my ceiling fan. Oh, the ceiling fan is so cool. And, you know, I got answers for all those questions, so I'm going to get a video together. It's just I'm more concentrated on getting the build done because I have a short amount of time. I want to get as much of this done as I can before that Massachusetts meetup, because that's early June. Um, and I want to get the build. So it's because I'm by myself, it's going to be difficult to um, actually video all of it. I'll do what I can when I can, but once I get started and I'm on a roll, I don't want to stop to reposition the camera. And I don't want it to feel like it's work, because I've been retired a few years and I don't want to work. I worked 30 years in the same job and I'm done, done, done. So, I want to have fun with it. I want to get this build done. I want to go on meetups. I want to travel around the country and bring you guys along with me. So, um, I appreciate your comments and your questions. And I appreciate your watching my videos. You just have no idea. So, just to give you an update on what I've been doing, um, I've I spent a lot of time researching like floor tiles and stuff like that. Do I want the click stuff? Do I want the peel and stick? That kind of stuff. I decided on peel and stick, and I got the peel and stick. I ordered from Amazon, and then they didn't deliver it. They said there was some sort of a problem, and it was on sale, and I was like, oh man, if it's going to go back up to regular price. But I checked it and it was still on sale, so I ordered it again, and I had them do it overnight, and it came. So I'm very pleased with the product that I got, and peel and stick is not too difficult, so that's the route I'm going to go. I mean, I've got this pallet board stuff that I got to put together. I don't That's going to be difficult enough. um but and I hesitate to buy any more wood until I finish doing what I'm doing with uh, the floor. I want to get the floor done first, and then I can concentrate on the build, because then my measurements will be a little bit more accurate. And speaking of the floor, somebody mentioned not putting a floor in here, but all I've got on the floor is a rubber mat. So I have to have something to secure the items to. And I'm not putting up walls, so I gotta have something solid uh, to secure my bed to secure my storage um, to give you an idea of what it is that I want. I want my kitchen in the back. And I want it accessible from inside and outside. So that's a project. And that I'm going to do, I'm going to use the pallet wood for that configuration. But I also need a storage for, everything else. Well, not really everything else. I need my clothes and, other items that I'm going to need. I also want to have a space for my canopy, so I have to incorporate that into the build. I took measurements of that. I got a fridge. I got a Bouge-RV fridge, and I measured that. I measured my Vitamin. I measured the canopy and something else. I can't remember now. But anyway, I have to have those numbers so that I can incorporate the storage sizes in my build. And and I saw a video. I was going to take my seat out, and now I'm not taking the seat out because I saw a video of this woman. She made a rock and roll bed, and I think I'm going to do the rock and roll bed. Um, if you don't know rock and roll bed, it slides out, but when it slides back, it slides into a seat, and that will open up space. So during the daytime, I'll have like living space. If I'm inside the van, I'll have living space inside. And that way I don't need to take the seat out for that. The reason I changed my mind is because my dad called me the other day and he wasn't feeling well and he needed to go to the doctor. And since none of my siblings live here, I'm the one that takes him to his doctor's appointments. Sometimes, I mean, he still can drive. He's he's 83. He'll be 84 this year. And he is of sound mind, and he can still get around. He's very independent. So, but that particular day he wasn't feeling well and he didn't trust driving, because he was having dizzy spells too. So I had to drive him, and I thought, if I don't have a seat, I wouldn't be able to take him to the doctor in situations like that. So I'm going to keep the seat for now, and I'm going to build a rock and roll bed. And I don't know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And, I just making the kitchen and building with the pallet wood. I'm so excited about that because I've watched all kinds of woodworking videos and everything and how-tos, and I know a little bit about what I'm doing. When I was in school, I took all the shop classes. I took wood shop and metal shop. I took drafting and graphic arts. Um, I'm not a girly girl, so I didn't want to take sewing and cooking. I'm the oldest girl in my family, and I had to do all the cooking and the cleaning and all that kind of stuff as part of my chores. So I didn't want to do it when I was in school, so I decided I was going to do, wood shop. And so I learned a little bit about how to do some of that stuff. I had a run in with a table saw. I had to buy a circular saw the other day, and I haven't used it yet. I'm waiting to use that so that, until somebody can show me how to do it. I had a run in with a table saw. I cut my fingers when I was in school, and I got 6 stitches. It wasn't serious. You tell the story in school. I remember my friend calling me, telling me she thought I lost my arm. That's that telephone line thing. I didn't lose an arm. I only lost a little bit of skin off and I chipped the bone in one finger. So, it could have been a whole lot worse. I was very lucky, but I really want somebody to show me how to use that circular saw before I actually use it. Yeah, I had to get a circular saw because the jigsaw wasn't working for me. I can't cut a straight line with a pair of scissors. So a jigsaw is not going to work for me. So that's how that's going down. I know this video seems like it's a little bit all over the place, but I tried to collect all my thoughts and stuff before I started, and that all goes out the window once you turn the camera on. And, I know that you guys are interested in the build and stuff, and I'll show you about some of the things that I've got done. I don't know if you can see, I've got the insulation in the ceiling. I put it in the doors, the back doors and the side doors. And I didn't do it um, in the headliner. I wasn't comfortable taking that off by myself. So uh, there's no insulation in my headliner, so that might play a factor. But I'm chasing warm weather. I'm done with the cold weather. I've been in the Northeast my whole life, and I'm completely done with warm weather or cold weather. And the only time of year that I like it here is like right now when all the lilacs bloom. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, but tomorrow's going to rain, so I can't do my floor tomorrow. But Monday and Tuesday um, looks like good weather. Keep our fingers crossed. And I hopefully could get my floor done, and I want to start early. But Monday is a work day at my daughter's house. She works from home, and I'm going to be running a sander, and I don't know if she's going to be bothered by that. This is the problem that I keep running into. Um, I could have a lot more done if I could just go and do it and run all the machinery that I need to run and stuff like that. But it is what it is, and I'll get it done eventually. I'm not really in a rush, except that I got a meetup in June, and I need to have at least a bed. So that's where we're at for now. And I want to thank you guys for watching the videos. I am enjoying your comments. I know that I asked you'd ask me, questions in the comments and stuff, and you got some good questions. And I'm going to put a video together that will answer those questions and things. There's a lot of stuff to talk about in answering those questions, because some of them, well, they're not all easy answers. Some of them require explanation. Like, where did you get that name, French blonde? Maybe I'll answer that question in the video when I do it. But it's not what you think it is. So I like to not tell people about where that name came from, just because whatever they imagine, it's so much more funny than what it actually is about. So maybe that's a little teaser for you to tune in next time. But thank you so much for watching the videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.